Okay, hi viewers, welcome back. Um, I want to, sorry, excuse me, you guys are always first. I always show you what I'm up to. So, I want you to see what I've been working on. And, so I'm going to run this program here. And, what we have here is what I'm going to call CoCo Ultimate. Okay, CoCo Ultimate. That's what this is going to be called. And it's going to be a role-playing type game. And this is all I have so far, but there's more. And this is going to be, how do I say this here? I just did this so quickly that I really didn't prep for this video, so I'm at a loss of words right now. It is It's after Ultima. I don't know how many of you guys have ever played Ultima, the Ultima series, but I used to love that game. So I'm making a color computer version of it, but it really has nothing to do with the actual Ultima game, except for it's called CoCo Ultimate. Okay, as a generic type name. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You guys know what I mean. I can't call it CoCo Ultima, because I can't copy somebody else's work directly. So I'm calling this CoCo Ultimate, and it's similar to Ultima. That's all I can really say. It's as far as I've gotten. So what I've done here is I've drawn some mountains, and it's not done yet, but you're going to start the game off and you're going to be surrounded by mountains, and it's going to be like a screen by screen thing. You can go pretty much in any direction where you're not blocked off by something. And my idea here is that I'm going to get a character going. There's going to be a title screen. The character is going to be at first, I thought I was going to do multiple characters, but I think I've never done this before. I want to keep it as simple as possible, so it's going to be a one character in the party. Usually there's like 4 characters in a party when you play an Ultima game, but this is just going to have one character. I haven't drawn him up yet, but he's going to be like a fighter who can cast spells as well, so he can use weapons and he can cast spells. I'm not sure if there's a name for that. I'm sure there is. I haven't played role-playing games in a long time, but he's gonna be a warrior that can cast spells. Not really sure. I can't remember. There's a name for it, but offhand I can't think of it. So that's important. So anyways, and there's gonna be I'm thinking about doing this whole area like the border surrounded by mountains, and there's no way out. And there's your character is gonna be in here, and then when you encounter the enemy, there'll be probably one enemy on this particular screen. It's gonna change screens into a fight screen somehow. I'm not really sure yet. Or I might, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's going to be like a traditional role-playing game where you take a hit, then the enemies take hits, and you take turns. And the thing that I've been working on, and this is what I wanted you guys to see, is that the casting spells part. Now, I think I'm gonna make it joystick controlled, but for right now, it's keyboard controlled. Excuse me, just a sec here. I have to. There's something wrong with my heater over here. I don't know what's wrong with it. I have this strange heater that it's really old, and it's like a natural gas furnace, and sometimes it short circuits, so I have to fix it. But anyways, now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, what I wanted you guys to see is now that this took me 3 days, and to tell you the truth, I did not think I was going to be able to accomplish what you're going to see next. It took me 3 days of constant, like, you know, constant writing code, redoing it, recalculating, figuring out if there's even a way to make this work. And then finally, last night, I was like, oh yeah, this is how to make it work. And I plugged it in this morning and I had to play with it for a while this afternoon after I got home a couple times. And now it finally works. This is what I'm going to show you. When you want to cast a spell, some of it's going to be keyboard controlled, I think, and some of it's going to be with the joystick. Like, you'll move the player around with the joystick. You'll have an action button for certain things, but casting spells, alright, I press C, and we come to the spells. I don't know what you call this, the spells menu. Yeah, okay. And so right now, now all these spells aren't going to be on here. You have to find these spells, or you have to earn them. You don't just start off. You start off with no spells. Right now, you might start off with one spell. I think I might start with the kill spell, just to start people off, and then this move mountain spell, that's not going to be in there. But these are the only spells I have so far, that I could think of for right now that'll take you through the first screen anyway. And this may look simple here, but this is a feat of engineering. This probably takes, I don't know, 30 to 40 lines, something like that, just for this menu. And what happens is, with my arrow keys, if you notice, this arrow right here, I'm moving it up and down with the arrow key. So it goes from here to here to here, and returns me to the play screen. Let me tell you, this is quite a phenomenon because I am a novice programmer of sorts. I've only been programming for 3 years. I did not think I was going to be able to accomplish this. This is so complicated, guys. At first, everything's difficult at first, but when you whittle it down after a while, it starts making sense. Now, the hard part is not moving this arrow up and down. That's a challenge in itself. The difficult part is, how do you differentiate, how does the computer know where the arrow is pointing? That is a huge hang up. Now, if I go and I can't, and I just messed it up there, so let me get out of this menu for a minute. I hope I didn't really screw it up. No, we're good. So, it still has to be, there's errors, not errors, but there's things that have to be fixed. This is just a beta. So my point is, how does the computer know where this arrow is pointing? That is the big hang up there. This is not easy to do. Now it knows that if it's in this position and I hit the space bar, we go back to the game because obviously it's a return. I'm not using any spells, but when I pick a particular spell, it needs to know if it's in this position, we're using the kill spell. If it's in this position, we're using the move mountain spell. How do you do that? It's very complicated, guys, okay? So I don't have the actual performances of the spells put in, but I do have sounds. So if I want to cast that spell, that's what it's going to sound like. Okay, if I want to cast the move mountain spell, we get the same sound, but it's a different effect. These spells are all different. And this is as far as I've gotten, but I've gotten far enough to where now I can differentiate between which spells we're using, using a cursor, and we can return to the menu. And so that's my purpose of making this video. Um, I'll tell you, it's quite a thing to do because up until now, I've mainly focused on the graphics screen and moving things around on the graphics screen. But this is a whole other event here. This is completely, it has some similarities to the graphics screen. I had to translate um, some of what I do on the graphics screen to this, but try doing this. And I'll tell you, it's not that easy. But after 3 days, I finally figured it out, and now I can continue with the game. And so my next update will be further progress with this game. So now I have 3 games going, and that'll be plenty to keep me busy for months to come. And I just wanted to, I have to get a title screen going on this, and I messaged Curtis about a title screen, and what I want to do is, I don't know how many of you guys have played color baseball, but when you hit a home run in that game, it writes home run in cursive, and as you guys know, that most of my video games use cursive titles, but they're just displayed in cursive. What I want to do is I want it to look like it's being drawn in front of your eyes, the title screen like this. And Curtis, what you suggested to me, thanks for the suggestion, but it's not really going to work. I can't do it in chunks because that wouldn't look too good. I need to find a way where it goes pixel by pixel, like a pen drawing it out. So if you have any suggestion on how to do that, or if anybody else knows, let me know. I know the draw command has, it has some sort of string function, but I've never used it. And so I'm gonna have to, I wish I had a getting started manual, but I only have a PDF. I don't know if you guys know where I could get a hold of a good condition getting started with extended color basic manual, where I could pick one of those up on the internet. If anybody knows, let me know. And by good condition, I mean it's not ripped, it doesn't have water damage, there's no writing in it, and it looks pretty good. Um, if anybody has one for sale, I might buy it from you for a fair price. Because I'm getting sick and tired of having to look at a PDF. I like to, it's easier to look in a book for this stuff, the actual book itself, and mine is long gone. I haven't seen that thing since I was about 11 or 12 years old, and I don't have my original CoCo 2 either. Actually sold it to a friend, and I'm pretty sure I gave him everything with it. That was pretty stupid. I wish I still had that thing because it's probably worth money now. But whatever. So that's the end of this video. Make your comments down at the bottom. I'm sure people are going to have a lot to say. As usual, you guys are a great audience, and the reason I put these things out to you is because you guys come first, and that's the purpose of this channel, is to enlighten people. And if you want to bounce ideas off of me, go ahead. But a lot of the times I have questions for you guys because I do not by any means know everything about the TRS-80. So, that's it. I'm not going to go on and on. I'm going to end it here, and thanks for watching.